Hello everyone, you're welcome to Gusto Reactions on Gusto TV.
You know fit you. You supposed to start your tiki yeah.
I know they bow to pressure. I know be Davido.
Okay.
Do you take rum?
Davido, do I take rum?
Do you take rum?
Once or twice, but I don't. It's not something I got on my way to take.
Do you like being boogie or boogie?
Classy, easy, boogie. And your more generations here, yeah, I can be bougie sometimes.
Yeah, so I want to get the pronunciation because a lot of people say boogie. Which one is the right one?
I think it depends on how it's spelled,
Okay.
but I think naturally it's bougie.
Okay.
Yeah, based on how what's his name of this guy? I forgot his name. This American artist actor.
Yeah.
When he had a song about being bougie, so.
But then you know that in Nigeria now we use British English, so I don't know if it's boogie British or American.
But there are two different things now: bougie and boogie. Okay, maybe they're not two. I don't even know for them. Whether I G, I be na G. Rum, Peruzzi don't talk saying na rum and boogie, are we?
Yeah, rum and boogie.
In say boogie, and the Americans will say bougie.
Yeah.
Are we? Let's go.
So
Let's go.
Peruzzi brought us here, and the other day we talked about Rum and Boogie album, the way it will look, is it going to be worth the hype and everything.
Yeah.
And as soon as we dropped the video, it came out with the track list.
Yeah.
And that is why we are here again to like finish the conversation, because a lot of people have been commenting that this and that and that about our video.
Yeah.
So it dropped another track list for Rum and Boogie. Now it's now two-sided. There's Rum on one side, and then there's Boogie. Both 20 tracks.
Yeah,
20 track
10
album.
10 each.
Yeah, 10 each. What do you think about 20 compared to 17 that was on the previous track list?
Well, this is like the third or fourth time Peruzzi's album will take a different turn.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they actually have a plan in place or they're just doing album and inshallah. I don't know. maybe that's what they're doing, because if you actually did have a plan, you won't be changing what the album is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
I mean, consecutively, like this is like third or fourth time he's going to change it. So now he's added a couple more tracks to it.
Yeah.
And then all the tracks, perhaps he's now decided to break it down into two, Rum and Boogie. The artists who have done this in the past, Brimo, had on his last album, Yellow, he had what, two sides? Three sides, yeah.
One is English, Pidgin, and Yoruba.
So that looks like it's well thought out, right? On who else has done that? Emma had done something similar.
Yes.
In fact, two different times he's had two albums like that. He's had an album that was sequential. He had, I mean, everything about it was flowing. Yeah, Emma also had something similar with the Chairman album, and then
true.
One of his other albums as well, where he had the word and opposite of it. I mean, those are well thought out albums. You could see what it's about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wasn't until they came out then we could see. But then Peruzzi's album, just based on what he had done before.
Yeah.
And I mean, what the tracklist was before and what the tracklist is now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's been planned that the rum side will be rum side, the boogie side will be boogie side. I really don't.
On the boogie side, we have on the rum side we have collaboration with Davido, somebody baby that just dropped, and then another one with Tiwa Savage on the rum. While on the boogie side I think it's more like there are more collaborations. There's one they call
Love, and
there's Peruzzi, there's Fireboy, there's Fino, there's Patoranking on it as well, and there's Setup. So on looking at this new track list now, we removed some other artists on the previous one. Okay. Are you surprised that Mayokun and Dremo are not on this album?
My surprise. Well, we've seen bromance with Davido, Mayokun.
Yeah.
We've seen bromance with Davido, Dremo.
Yeah.
We've seen bromance between Dremo and Mayokun. But Peruzzi's, his bromance has always been with Davido. We've not seen that sort of bromance with a Mayokun or with a Dremo. Although they've appeared on DMW collaboration tracks in the past, but that would not have surprised me if they were not there, because over the past I don't think they've really worked together on that one. I don't think they are. I'm not particularly surprised that they're not there. But then it would have made more sense. But he already has enough features anyway, so I don't think he was needed. Maybe Mayokun may be needed. Dremo, I don't think so.
Looking at this new track list now, there's a track that had just Fino on the previous one, and then on the new one he added Don Jazzy and Fino to that track. What effect would Don Jazzy bring to this track on the album?
Well, this year we've seen Don Jazzy to be someone who has, he wants back in the music game. Maybe he's tired of the CEO or the
back end
life. Now his productions are coming to life. Productions with Rema, productions with Crayon. And then I think what with Ayastar as well, I think what has changed, I mean, that track from what it was is we know for a fact that Peruzzi had played the album to Don Jazzy. And so perhaps while they were jamming to it, Jazzy thought he could do something better and decided to have him, which is one of the reasons why the album was delayed. But since now they've come out and say it is RUM Boogie, let's see how it's going to be.
Finally, before we go, do you think this album is going to finally drop after all of the changes and promotion that has happened?
I think it's finally going to drop now. There's no going back because he himself has started a countdown. He still posted 8 days to go to the album and things like that. It's finally going to drop. Is it going to be worth the wait? I don't know. 20 tracks. Everyone knows how I feel about all these albums that are unnecessarily long. But then he has features in there, so maybe that might help him not to sound
judging from the lead single of the album, Somebody Baby. I would want you to rate the album that is yet to come. Looking at the acceptance that Somebody Baby got, even despite the fact that I featured Davido, what do you expect from the album?
Well, if it's going to be based,
rating,
it's going to be based on Somebody's Baby. If all the songs are going to sound like that, I hope they're not going to sound like that because that's just classic Peruzzi, what we've heard with him and David before. So I feel they're going to do something. I think he needs to follow a different direction. I don't want to hear songs like Somebody Baby all throughout the song. We've heard that from Peruzzi for so long. So he has an uphill task to actually deliver 20 tracks, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 have to bang. If you don't bang, it's a waste of 20 songs. That's what I'm going to put it as. But I'm rooting for Peruzzi. He has a lot to prove, and I think he'll do well.
So before we go, last, I said that before the other time, and something just came to my head. He has feature with Tiwa Savage, Patoranking, Fino, and Don Jazzy. Which of these 3 features do you think would be outstanding in the album?
I think I'm going to go for the Don Jazzy one, because Don Jazzy has the X factor that has been missing for a while. Remember when he used to feature on people's records? I mean, the way he sounded was different, but he still had added value to it. So I think I'm going to be looking forward to the one with Don Jazzy. The one with Tiwa Savage probably is a slow kind of song. It will be decent. Patoranking is. We'll see what Wandeko. I think we've heard a couple of samples of what that can sound like. They'll be showing off singing skills, but sometimes don't be waiting for one chop it down. Give us jams, maybe jam.
Okay, Lala said, give us jam, maybe jam. We hope RUM and Boogie will be worth the wait, worth the hype. Let us know what you think, and let us know which collaborations you're looking forward to. Tiwa Savage, Don Jazzy, Fino, Wandeko, Patoranking. We've heard Somebody Baby featuring Davido. What are your thoughts on that? I'll be here to reply your comments back to back. RUM and Boogie is dropping on the 9th of April. Watch out, and once it drops, we'll be back again for another reaction. Till then, adios, as Lala will say.